I'll be sending the name of Jim Tressel. I'll be nominating him to be Ohio's next lieutenant governor.
A big jump from retirement into a major role representing people across the state. Governor Mike DeWine with the play call this morning. He had talked with Tressel and made his decision public today. Now, the dominoes or the string of events started going into place when J.D. Vance was picked to run as vice president. He won and had to resign from the Senate. John Husted was appointed to the position, with him giving up the lieutenant governor position. And now Tressel has been picked to fill that opening. First News reporter John Rutter live in the newsroom with more about this big news for people around Youngstown.
Dave, good evening, and it really doesn't come as a big shock to many people in Youngstown. After winning a national championship at Youngstown State and Ohio State, Jim Tressel was kind of like the unofficial governor of Ohio anyway. The man touted for his leadership and his ability to bring people together. The man that his players called the senator. Becoming the lieutenant governor of Ohio should really come as no surprise. At a press conference Monday morning, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announcing his pick to replace John Husted as lieutenant governor of Ohio. Jim Tressel, a name familiar not only locally here in the Mahoning Valley, but across the entire Buckeye State.
He will enable me to be assured that if something happens to me, he can walk in and be governor that day.
In making his decision, DeWine touted Tressel's leadership and ability to connect with people from various backgrounds, as well as for his role as president at Youngstown State University.
I want someone who understood, as I said, that workforce development. I want someone who understood the connection between career tech, between business, and between education.
DeWine said he's previously consulted with Tressel about universities and educational matters. His successor at YSU, Bill Johnson, saying Tressel was a key figure in spurring the planned renovations to the Kilcawley Center and addressing student housing concerns.
I mean, look at the partnership that he put together to handle housing for our students here on campus without having to build a bunch of buildings ourselves.
Johnson also crediting Tressel with being a driving force behind the newly formed Lake to River region, Ohio's newest economic district formed last year, and thinks his close ties to the Mahoning Valley will serve the area well in Columbus.
He understands its challenges. He knows we've got some population challenges. He knows we've got workforce challenges. He's been at the table for many of the discussion.
Tressel, meanwhile, now must get to work learning the political playbook, but says the groundwork laid by DeWine and Husted has Ohio looking towards a bright future.
This probably is not a greater moment in our state than we've had in hundreds of years with opportunities.
Majority of Ohio lawmakers in both the House and the Senate must give the thumbs up for DeWine's pick for him to get the job, but Republicans hold 2/3 of the seats in the House and 73% of the Senate. Dave?
All right, Jim Tressel won our hearts as YSU football coach, and his unique way of leading and inspiring. He won 4 national championships directing the Penguins. Went to Ohio State, won a national title there too, but left under a cloud of an NCAA violation scandal involving players and free tattoos. He worked briefly for the Indianapolis Colts, spent time as a University of Akron administrator, became YSU president in 2014, stepping down about a year and a half ago. Some former players saying they're not surprised he's making this jump. They say beyond football success, it's his success connecting with people that stands out. Now, Randy Smith played on 3 of Tressel's national championship teams at YSU.
He recruited me years and years ago, but every time I ran into him until my parents passed away, man, he would ask about my parents. He knew my brother. He knew him by name. You know, that's just, man, you know, that's a gift. And not a lot of people have that gift.
Jim Tressel says here he's not ruling out a shot at the governor's race in 2026. The vote to confirm Tressel could come as soon as this week. Both chambers are in session on Wednesday. Now, we surveyed the state representatives and senators from the Youngstown area. All have said they will support Jim Tressel's nomination for lieutenant governor. That includes all the names listed on your screen there. They plan to shore up support from other Republicans around the state, too. Much more about this nomination on the WKBN app and website.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.